Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.
Philip Callan, 3rd Colorado Cavalry. Edith Mae Chamberlain, U.S. Army Nurse Corps, World War I.
That was Dillon Police Officer Jonathan Ford reading the names of veterans buried at Dillon Cemetery.
Harold W. Cox, U.S. Army, World War II.
More than 100 people came to the cemetery this morning for Dillon's annual Memorial Day commemoration. The Boy Scouts presented the colors, and Summit Fire flew a flag high over U.S. Highway 6.
It's a way to commemorate and to remember the gallantry and the selfless courage of the people that serve for this country. And to remember that's why we are even here.
That was Air Force veteran Bob Petrick by a table with 6 empty seats, 6 hats, and a pure white tablecloth.
We're here honoring each one of the branches of the service represented by their hats. And then the various accoutrements on the table, like the vase and the empty glasses, all signify the loss that we have experienced because of the bravery and dedication of our comrades.
Navy veteran Kevin Brantley was there in the crowd. He's been coming to Dillon Cemetery on Memorial Day for nearly 30 years.
It's not about selling cars or selling furniture. It's about remembering our brothers and sisters from the past and present day that made the ultimate sacrifice.
World War II veteran Boot Gordon addressed the crowd, telling jokes and stories and looking spry at 100 years old. Summit Concert Band did the honors of live music, ending the ceremony with taps as the Boy Scout Honor Guard retired the flag. AAA predicted heavy travel this holiday weekend, more than 40 million people on the roads and in the skies. The TSA reports nearly 2.7 million people went through airport security Thursday alone. That's the most since Thanksgiving weekend in 2019. Tune in tomorrow for Eisenhower Tunnel numbers. The FIRC food market is still swamped. Executive Director Breanne Snow.
We are still seeing upwards of 200 to 300 families every day that we're open at the food market. So we were hoping that those numbers would go down, and they haven't thus far.
Some weeks, the bank can spend up to $11,000 just on food. But Snow says they make the most of it, stretching $2 into $20 worth of fresh and canned food. In other FIRC news, the nonprofit is launching a rent and housing assistance fund using money donated by local towns, churches, and nonprofits. Town of Breckenridge just committed $10,000. That fund will be going live soon. The FIRC says it should amplify the many donations they get from multiple donors and simplify aid for locals who need it. Principal Tim Ritter at Summit High School is leaving for Steamboat in just a few weeks. Vying for his job are 3 candidates: current assistant principals Doug Blake and Brittany Akers, and Bill Summers, the principal at Canyon City High School. Meet those candidates this Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Summit High. Local fire pros are prepping for wildfire season on the job and at home.
It's a little bit bigger than a shoebox. It doesn't have to be huge.
That was Steve Lipsher with Summit Fire, explaining his wildfire evacuation kit.
A change of clothes, your toiletries, any medications that you take regularly, contact solution in a contact case, and a spare pair of glasses. I throw a $20 bill in there, which isn't much, but it will buy you a little bit of gas and maybe a hamburger on your way out of town.
Lipsher says there's no need to go overboard. This kit does not need to last 2 or 3 weeks.
You're not going to be in survivalist mode. You're going to be able to get to safety, to a shelter somewhere, but, a couple bottles of water and a couple of power bars is not a bad idea.
You can build your kit right now and leave it in your car all summer. Local fire danger is low today in Summit County and our surrounding forests. In sports, the Rockies are playing the Diamondbacks right now in Arizona. And in local sports, the Vail Whitewater Race Series is back on the Gore Creek tomorrow with stand-up paddle, raft, and kayak. Race 2 of the Summit Trail Running Series is coming up this Wednesday at the French Gulch Course in Breck. Get registered at racebreck.com. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.